Hi, I'm Laura Nickerson here with a CTV special on Viewpoint Girls Sports. Now, the ladies behind me have had an incredible season both in basketball and soccer, right, ladies? Unbelievable. So we're going to learn all about them in this special, talk to the coaches, talk to the players, and find out just what makes them tick. These are the ladies from the Viewpoint girls basketball team, and they have had an amazing run. So tell me your name, what your position is, and what made this year so special for you.
I'm Lily Gottlieb, and I'm a forward on the team. It really was a special year for us because the team got really close, and I really just care about everyone. It was really amazing to go so far and break all these records as a unit together. It was really nice.
William Burr is the coach of the Viewpoints girls basketball team. Now, what do you think made this season so unique?
The girls unity. The girls was like a family this year, and it was nice to see. And as the season went on, they just got closer and closer and closer and closer, and they became a tight-knit family.
Did you become closer as the season went on when you started to see how special it was?
Yeah, for sure. As far as when we kept going in playoffs and stuff like that, every game we would get closer and more excited, and it just brought us all together. It was really nice.
Mayor Mary Sue Maurer has been a big proponent of girls' sports. So tell me about bringing Viewpoint in to be honored tonight at the City Council.
Sure. When I rotated in as mayor this year, I made a commitment to recognize girls' athletics, and I'm thrilled to be promoting and recognizing the female athletes from Viewpoint for the soccer and basketball teams. They had tremendous seasons.
What kind of progress did you see from the beginning of the season to the end?
More commitment and accountability, holding one accountable, looking out for each other, being there for each other, being supportive.
What was one of the games that stood out to you?
Probably the Rancho Verde game because that broke our record from last year. So.
Did you guys celebrate afterwards?
It was a school night, so no, but we were excited.
Now, as the coach, did you have a certain plan in place as you saw the success that they were getting? Did you change the way that you coach them along the course?
No, I didn't. We went after it each game, one game at a time. Basically I talked to the girls about let's win each quarter. Don't worry about the game, but just each quarter. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, and then let's look at the score at the end of it.
So being a senior and having this kind of success, are you carrying that into college?
Yes, I'm going to be playing college basketball, so I'm definitely going to take the experience that I had at Viewpoint and carry them over, so yeah.
So what do you think one of the strengths of the team is?
Defense. Defense was our main component. We really relied on our defense this year.
When you started on the team, did you expect that it would go this far?
No, I came my junior year, and that year was a really transitional year, so it was great to see all the progress we made so far.
And what do you think was a key part of that progress?
I think just really becoming a close-knit family, just like Lily and Siani said, and everybody's really locked in at practice and in every game, so yeah.
So do you think now you're going to hold the girls for next year's team up to a higher standard?
No, we'll still go at it one game at a time, quarter after a quarter, and we'll see what happens.
If you saw a little girl watching the special right now who wanted to get into basketball, what advice would you give her?
Oh, I just say that the team makes that the players make a teamwork, and to really get into it. Teams are the best way to form these really long-lasting bonds, and I think it's really worthwhile.
To go for it and give it her all. I would tell her to fight every second she can because basketball is just a fun sport and you just want to enjoy it as much as you can.
What do you think makes girls' sports so important?
You know, it wasn't too long ago, it was in the 70s when there was a civil rights legislation, Title IX, that required schools to provide equal academics and sporting opportunities. So before that, there weren't. And now, today, we see these super competitive, athletic, talented young women, and it's exciting.
This is the Viewpoint girls soccer team. Now we have to call them CIF champions, right, ladies? All right, so tell me your name, your position, and how you're feeling after such an incredible season.
I'm Maddie Jacobs. I'm a senior, and I played defense, and honestly, this was one of the best seasons of my life.
So what made it so special? I mean, besides the winning part.
I mean, honestly, like, the team this year was incredible. We really became, like, a family and just, like, had such a close-knit bond that even the winning, like, it didn't matter. It was just, like, being together as a family.
So this is the team that made the Viewpoint girls soccer team take CIF. Now, tell me your name, your title, and how on earth you got the team to accomplish what it did.
I'm Travis Kikugawa, I guess one of the co-head coaches. I've been here 17 years, also the associate athletic director, as well as director of boys and girls tennis and soccer operations. To be honest, this season's just been surreal. It's been magical. Just a tremendous group of seniors who did a great job leading both on and off the field. And this team has a culture that's been building for about 17 years now. And to be honest, it's just, I think the intangibles were ultimately the X factor for us this year.
So tell us all of the titles that you've won this season.
Well, this year we were league champions, and then we went on to become CIF champions, and we participated in regional playoffs too, which was really exciting.
And that's the first time in history that you've gone this far at Viewpoint, right, in the girls' sports?
Yeah, it's also the first time in any history of any soccer team, girls or boys, winning CIF, so that was really awesome to be part of it.
When you started to see the season turn for the better, what was your first reaction to that?
Super cool. It was awesome to see just the girls coming together off the field, really. You know, on the field, the X's and the O's are what they are. The wins and the losses are going to be what they are, but the genuine love that they have for each other, that family environment that they created, that we created, you know, it was evident to see right after our loss to Sierra Canyon.
How long have you been on the team?
I've started at Viewpoint my freshman year, so 4 years ago, and yeah, I've been on the team ever since.
When you started as a freshman, did you think that the team was going to go this far?
No, not at all. Even the beginning of this season, I was like, it wasn't even like a thought in my head. It was just really exciting when our coach Travis kind of started telling us like, hey, we can win CIF this year. Like, I didn't believe it at first, and I think like once we all started buying into it, it became really exciting. We realized it was a real possibility.
When they took the CIF championship, what is the first thing that you did?
A lot of hugs. A lot of hugs. Yeah, a lot of tears, a lot of emotion. I think the first thing we did was we got together as a group and we kind of decompressed for a moment and said, just enjoy the night.
What are you hoping to see as far as the growth of girls' sports in Calabasas?
Well, I think that I've been talking to a lot of them. Some are going on to play college, and we know we have professional leagues now. I think it's a valuable experience in leadership. It's just a tremendous opportunity all the way around.
At what point or what game did you realize you were on a totally different track?
I know it was the game against Campbell Hall where we didn't play that well, and where our coaches were saying like, listen, you can actually win if you like try and you really want it. You have to play better than this, but you can actually win CIF if you want to. And that was the first time they kind of put it into our heads. I think that we were capable of winning. And then, gosh, there were some like wins. I know when like, we won league, it was really exciting. But I know like the first CIF game in the playoffs, we were missing, I think like 9 of our 11 starters or something like that with injuries and travel plans. So that was really scary for me because I was there and like we're just hoping to get past the first round.
And then you turned out to take the whole thing.
Yeah, we got past that game and then we just kept going through PKs and through everything. So it was really exciting.
What brought you here and what did you expect when you came to Viewpoint?
I actually known him for a while, then met and sat down with Travis for about 4 hours, had this long talk about just philosophy and culture, and that's honestly what made it for me. He talks so greatly about just how much it's team building and how just from here you grow up to be a family. And I was like, you know what, that's the place I want to be. And it's the right choice, honestly.
As you go on to the next phase in your life, do you feel like you can take this giant accomplishment with you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's this season, it wasn't the winning aspect, but it was how we won that kind of, I feel like, shaped or kind of brought my entire high school persona to an end and to like a nice curve at the end. I don't know. It was just, yeah, it was very
A square and a little bit of a hexagon in there.
good end. And yes.
Just tell me, though, what you meant about how you won. Explain what that meant.
Well, we had absolutely no business winning almost all of the games that we did win. Like, I'm just going to say it. I mean, we played against our rival Sierra Canyon. We lost pretty bad to them the first time round, and then we came out and beat them second time. And we have no business beating them. No business. On paper, they should beat everybody all the time.
So why'd you win?
Because we played for each other, played with our heart, and it wasn't about winning for us. It was about the family, each other.
How important do you think that sports programs are to young women?
It's ridiculous on how much it can influence just you waking up and saying, you know what, I want to be there. More than that, it's not just a sport, it's just the people around you that kind of consume that everyday kind of being. So it's just whoever's around it, having great people like Travis and Juan around has definitely made these girls want to say, you know what, I want to be there every single day and give it 100%.
And what would you say to any young ladies out there watching this? How would you encourage them to play sports and get involved?
I would encourage their parents to involve the girls in sports from a very early age. There's basketball, soccer, softball, running. There's programs of every single kind for girls, and I would hope that the parents would start them young so that they could enjoy the experience and go all the way through college.
So as you can see, the incredible athletes at Viewpoint have done an amazing job this year. In fact, the girls' teams were so fantastic that they're being honored at the Calabasas City Council. I think that deserves a high five. Woo! I'm Laura Nickerson. Thanks for joining me for this CTV special on the Viewpoint Girls Athletics.